get back to that.
Definitely, I'm really rocking with that. So what my piece is here, going to the children, is that billionaires often invest in cartoons that change minds. I'm gonna say that they're programming their future customer when they create cartoons, when they create colors, when they create characters, when they create serials, when they create video games. That's strictly what they're doing. You know, cartoons aren't really for entertainment and fun. I'm not really seeing a lot of, you know, I don't know when the last time you guys watched like a cartoon that your child was watching. It's genuinely just not funny. You know what I mean? I remember being a child, I think a couple times, like some Tom and Jerry. I think they did some clown ass shit and it was pretty funny. It was decent. But nowadays, cartoons are built to shape values, influence habits, and introduce products early. They're building buyers via the cartoons. They're not telling anyone else's side of the story. They're also giving you history, things to believe in, ways to spend your money, ways to react with the law, right? Never in cartoons or even, you know, a little anime action, whatever. There's rarely a good interaction between a young black child and an officer seen out there. You know what I mean? We're always fed like the fear-mongering side of things. You know, when we grew up in the neighborhoods, it's always fuck the police. Honestly, it's buck with the police, fuck the police. We all came up a certain way. I'm not saying that's all the way in the cartoons, but it's in the messaging for the teenagers when they get into teenage soap operas, whatever. Anyway, all the shows are built the same. So from my end, everything that you can do with AI animation, sound, images, animation, sound, short films, faceless, whatever. Parents, we now have the power in our hands to teach our children how to make our own cartoons and our own comic books and our own short films and whatever we need to see. It's definitely in our hands. It's definitely time to look that direction when it comes to artificial intelligence. And we laid that shit out so clean in the beginning of the benchmark to where you can just simply learn artificial intelligence, robotics, and software and what it is and what's going on. You get a general consensus of how to use it in homeschooling. What is an AI tutor? What is a large language model? How do you teach a large language model? And then we go into the 8-day incubator where you start to learn, high level skills, because some people in like Tokyo or something, they just sold 7 million in a day by deploying a clone into a live feed. Like, I wish I would have had my game tight right now and I would have just deployed a clone here because it's what I know how to do. And just because I know how to do it, we teach in a benchmark, day one AI incubator. My team can say, yeah, that's exactly what this motherfucker did. Like, it's clone yourself, your voice, and your likeness, right? All the way up into developing digital products like this. I got a product, I got a book, give me a cover, give me a description, put it on the Shopify, give me a link, give me some AI automation, and sell what you got going on. The age of acceleration, the quantum quickening, right? It's definitely in the palms of our hands. So I would say to the parents, make your own cartoons at home. It'll make you bond with your children anyway. Turn your children into characters, give them a storyline, have fun, base characters on the family, friends, relatives, and then you all put in the comic book or put in the cartoon what you'd like them to learn, right? I can see Lady Key and Aiden and Mage putting together a healthy children's book. Same thing with J to J, you know what I'm saying? Law for children, walking in the children's way. That's easy. Bookkeeping and banking with Tanea's latest cartoon that, Lady Key kind of said it. They're going to watch what you do, right? But then, same thing J to J said, they always going to, look through the internet at the speed of a thumb. So why not create that own realm around? Not to put them in a fucking bubble. I will hate bubble kids, but letting them know that their realm is actually in the control in the palm of their hand. Just because they watch, something with the synaptic feedback of Coco Melon, like, just make your own Coco Melon at home. If you need red, blue, green, super flash dash here, put yourself right here on Mid-Journey, put your own face, put it in multiple colors, and let it bounce around. You talk to yourself, right? Same thing with smart toys and a movement that we need to move forward with when it comes to like Grace Bodic, smart toys. Like I always say, the latest and greatest right now is OpenAI did a deal with Mattel that made up Barbie and Ken dolls. They're adding artificial intelligence into these dolls so that they can play back. All right, so that'll be my piece right there. Peace.